Coach, you're 17-2. How would you characterize your team's performance so far?
You know, I think we're a basketball team that's hopefully has our best ahead of us. We do some things really well, and I think there's always things that you want to get better at. And this is really that last threshold of time that I think change can happen. It's not as if we have 4 months left of the season. We're entering the month of February, and I think a lot of teams that finish the season really strong, they get a great sense of improvement over these next couple of weeks. And really that's what we're after. And I believe, especially on offense, that being able to play more as a team, pass the ball better, share it better, create good shots more times than we are right now, I think to me is where our upside lies.
Were you pleased with the way your team rebounded from Thursday to Saturday?
I was. It's not easy to put to rest a difficult loss, especially in a pivotal game at home like the one UCLA represented, but we lost to a really good team, and I give UCLA a lot of credit. They came into McHale poised, played an excellent game, took advantage of our turnovers like they can. But for us to put that behind us, I thought play really a great defensive game on Saturday. I was really happy with our team and proud of the fact that they could do what they did.
Obviously, you just mentioned it. What was it defensively you were able to do to USC to obviously hold them to their worst shooting output of the season and hold them to just 50 points when they had been scoring about 75 under Coach Kent?
Well, we had great energy, a great effort level, and that's where it always starts, regardless of who we play, Rich. It's always going to start with how hard we play, how together we are on defense. But our guys were really on point. Great concentration. I came out of the gates ready to establish the fact that we were here to play hard. And, anytime you play at McHale, our crowd just enhances everything we do. And I thought it was a collective, really, arrangement almost between a crowd that also was ready to rebound from a tough loss and our team that played very inspired, especially on defense.
You talk about the defensive effort, and yet similar to Thursday's game, although in the reverse, it was quick, 18-4, 6 minutes into the game. So offensively, things obviously went a little bit better on Saturday as well.
Our numbers are good on offense in a lot of ways, and that's really what matters. But we have to do a better job of playing together, creating great shots, not just taking the ones that we can get anytime. And to me, we have some individual players that I know can play better on offense. And so I don't want to leave defense because, that has to be a constant. But for us, I think the improvement, the ceiling of being able to get better lies on the offensive end. And it really, to me, is about passing the ball, reversing the ball, hitting the open man, taking great shots, taking care of it. And we learned that the hard way against UCLA. And I think that moving forward, we have to make sure we're better in that area.
Next up, obviously, a trip to the Pacific Northwest. What are your thoughts on the Huskies in Thursday's game?
Well, Washington's always a very difficult team to play against, and especially there. They have a great crowd, and we've not had success there. So I know Solomon Hill and Kevin Parham, two of our fourth-year senior players, myself, who's in his fourth year, we've never had the opportunity to win at Washington. So that would certainly be something we love to do. We know it's going to be hard. I know they're coming off of a couple tough losses. I'm sure they'll be ready like we were on Saturday against USC, and we're going to have to play a great game to beat them.
Looking ahead, obviously, to Saturday in Washington State, what do you do to neutralize a player like Brock Modem?
You can't. He's going to score, and I don't say that we want to concede that, but I think we just have to make sure that he doesn't have a huge night, keeping him off the foul line, making sure that our defense is intact, and if he scores, that he scores over us and he scores against the team that's really ready to defend him.
Talking about this road trip, it's obviously one of the most difficult trips that we make in Pac-12 play. What makes the road trip so difficult?
Well, the quality, first of all, of both teams, but in particular at Washington. I think it's one of the hardest places to play that we face every year, and we're not the only team that feels that way. They're very well coached. They play extremely hard. They're talented. They've got a great crowd. They've had success at home, and they expect to win. And then the equal difficulty of getting to Pullman and playing in front of a crowd there that loves their program and certainly dangerous at home.